get it. I get it. Yeah. I rep New York. I get it. I get it. Yeah. I rep New York. Water, soda, them $2.
What's up, guys? All right, driving and periscoping, and sure, it's safe, but you got to watch for those typos. Damn, getting hit up by typos. But oh well, it's happening. Also, if you guys noticed, I did talk about one earlier if you were joining me, and thank you for joining me if you are one of the replayers. But earlier I did one on the 4 C's, and it got cut off because I did it up in Lake Tahoe. And right when I was going to get into it, I found out someone called me up and told me, hey, you need to redo that. So thanks, babe, for letting me know. And also, damn, sorry about the typos, guys. Friggin' typos. Anyway, gotta love those. So they're not intentional, though. Of course they're not. So I'm driving over down to Michael's right now, Michael's Power Sports, and visiting a friend. But on my way there, I figured I would go ahead and finish this one up. And if we see some cool bikes, because I'm in Reno right now and there is a street vibrations going on right now. So if we're there and I see something cool, maybe I'll show it to you. Anyway, to go off this now, this is something I learned from one of my and a lot about sales and a lot about life. And so one of the things that he taught me was the 4 C's. So it's cool, calm, collective equals control. Cool, calm, collective equals control. This is something you can use for any argument, disagreement, or anything. So if you feel like you're boxing, so like in sales, there's a thing that happens to a lot of salespeople and why they quit sales, because they get frustrated, because they get into a not a physical, but a mental and a speech beating of each other, back and forth. It's like playing tennis and you're hitting the ball back and forth, more aggressive every single time, and getting frustrated. But the best way to overcome arguments, disagreements, or something like that, regardless if you're selling something, even though you're selling something all the time, even if it's not monetary value or anything like that, you are basically, you need to think about this like, remember what Karl just told you. Be cool, calm, and collective, which will equal control. So if you think about it, if you're cool, you're going to be able to relax, calm down, think about the situation, think about how to overcome the situation. The disagreement. Hello from Canada. What's up, Canada? Last time we had someone from Scotland, California, all over the place. So if you guys don't know who I am, my name's KarlSchuckert. I own Global Ripple Marketing, which is a marketing division of all of my companies. I believe in multi income streams. And just to name a couple of companies that I own, one of them is called Now Driven. I don't know if you can see it very well, but Now Driven is a CRM. It's basically a contact center for salespeople that tracks every single step that they do, and it's easier than just dialing a phone. It's an app you can take with you. It's just an easy product to have. My family owns a restaurant up in South Lake Tahoe called Toast Tahoe in Zephyr Cove. I also own an insurance company, an insurance brokerage, I should say. We have over 200 agents nationwide. We basically work with other large marketing organizations, and we supply them with tools, and we supply them with contracts so that they could be successful in their business. And I've been a sales coach. I own a sales training platform online. So I do a lot of online and offline marketing. I've been in the marketing world for a long time, and I've been in sales most of my life. And I've trained literally thousands and thousands of people. In fact, one of my courses on Udemy right now has almost 2,200 students. So that's just one example of one place. And then I think our other online one has over 2,000 people right there. So not only that, but also in the physical world, not in the digital world, I've trained literally thousands of people, hired thousands of people. So I know the industry very well, and I've gotten to a point in my life where I've graduated to the next step, which is basically developing tools and systems for other people to follow so that they can get their piece of the pie. But today, like if you're just joining us, today we're talking about cool, calm, collective, which equals control. Those three things, think about it next time you're in an argument with your significant other or family member or friend or acquaintance or customer, or if you're in a customer service position, you're not in sales, you're still selling something, you're selling service. But remember to stay cool, calm, collective, gather your thoughts, and that'll equal control. All right? So I hope you guys got this, and you're sharing it, and you're liking these scopes that I give out. I'm going to continue to knock out more. I had to redo this one. I had to fix some of the typos. I got hit up about that. Sorry about that, guys. Driving and scoping doesn't always work out so well, but I can do it. I can drive. Yeah, cool, Karl. Thanks, man. So I can drive and scope. It's no big deal to me. It's kind of like looking at my GPS down here. In fact, looking at my GPS down there is probably worse than looking over there every once in a while. So it's not bothering me at all. Hope you guys are getting something out of it. I'm just going to continue to drop knowledge. I'm going to continue to go over some of the training that I got from my millionaire mentors. I've had a few in my life. I've been very blessed, and because of that, I've got something to share. When you react wrong, you should surround control and play into their hand. I think I know what you mean. That you mean by like just agreeing, like old Grant Cardone talks about, agreeing, like you're totally right, I completely agree with you, let me go ahead and get that fixed for you. I think that was something I heard he said recently. Right now I'm reading Sell or Be Sold. So it's a good book. Since I've been in sales for so long, a lot of it's kind of like regurgitated information, but it's said with Grant Cardone, so that's what makes it sick. And he says some new things. That's good. So for me, it's good for me to rehear this stuff, even if it's some of the stuff I've heard. It seems like I think he probably used to listen to Zig Ziglar a lot, because it's a lot of stuff that I've heard Zig Ziglar say, but just in different wording. But it's solid, super solid. So and I think he's like a modern day Zig Ziglar. He's definitely cooler than Zig Ziglar, that's for sure. So if you're in sales or you're looking to get in sales, or even if not, I believe that sales is a direct reflection of life. And the better you can get at sales, the better you could have a better life you could provide for yourself and your family. So, I got to get on my exit here. I've got a red car. It's going to get behind me that close, dude. Go around me. Anyway, I better get off. I'm driving, getting off the freeway here. Probably upsetting a few people driving Camaros. We're in Reno right now, and we've got the street vibrations going on. See if I can these bikes that are coming around. If you guys like bikes, a lot of bikes out here. I'm gonna go visit my friend though. He works at Michael's, and he sells bikes, but he doesn't sell Harleys. He sells Can-Ams. No bikes. He sells Can-Ams, man. Kirk, he sells Can-Ams. he sells Yamahas, Yamahammers, and Hondas and all those. He sells all the Japanese bikes. The ones that run. I'm just kidding. The ones that you don't have to put $10,000 into the heads and into the motors. Canned ham, nice one, man, nice one. Well, hey, if Harley Davidson made an airplane, would you fly in it? That's the question I always ask my Harley friends. Most of them say no, surprisingly. What about you, Kirk? Would you fly in a Harley-built airplane? I'm just curious, man. Would you do that? No answer. Of course. Yeah, of course, man. You're hardcore. You would just make sure to pack a parachute, right? Just in case. Well, if I see some cool bikes when I get to Michael's, which is just down the road here, if I see some cool bikes, I will. I'll do another scope, or maybe even I'll introduce you to my friend that works down there. He's a salesperson, and he's been doing this industry for a long time, and he's very successful at it. So maybe we'll even interview him or something. I don't know. We'll see. Want to sell some T-shirts, dude? Are you You're definitely paying attention to Chris Record. He'll teach you how to sell some t-shirts. And you can make a lot of money selling shirts, especially with Facebook marketing. So if you don't know, I'm sure you know. I think I've seen you around. chrisrecord.tv. Yeah. Yep, cool. Did you get his 8K per day? It's like $50. Totally worth it. Yes, sir. All right, man. I'm actually here. Michael's. See, I don't know if we can see any bikes. There's no bikes out here. There's some street bikes. There's some Can-Ams, some Sea-Doos, some people out here waiting for cars to come in to sell stuff. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and drop this one. Mainly just the cool, calm, collective, guys. Be cool, be calm, be collective. That'll equal control. And then you can make some magic happen. All right, I'm going to let you go. We'll